The urban environment occupation of the future Olympic Park region. A case study of the 2007 Pan American Games towards Rio 2016. The Olympics have been considered as cities' transformation agents since the 1990s. This is due to an understanding of the rulers of the mega sporting events. They themselves can solve the urban agenda in the expected face of public and private investments in infrastructure, employment, recreation, and transportation. This assumption is based on the current belief that the mega events can give greater international visibility to a city or country by increasing their exposure in the media. Consequently, mega events can be convenient to conciliate the interests of sectors of society around a cause in which the promotion of urban spectacle becomes a fundamental element of urban policy and economy. In this sense, this study chose the concept of ROCE, which categorizes the Olympics as a mega sports event, describing it as a public event with important cultural visibility in modern society. Such importance gains better recognition if you agree with David Harvey. In terms of innovations or positions held by public authorities on the intercity competition that attracts investment as long as there is a passage from urban policy management actions to urban entrepreneurialism. In addition, this study considers the contribution of Essex and Chalkley by recognizing the Olympics as catalysts for urban change. It is an opportunity for the regeneration of decayed areas and new infrastructure investment, as well as for providing means of achieving international prestige. However, these authors warn that there are some potential risks in cities when hosting the Olympics, such as excessive spending, possible tax increase, environmental issues, and concerns related to urban infrastructure management. From these theoretical perspectives, the present study aimed to investigate the changes occurring in the urban region of Jacarepaguá, Rio de Janeiro, from a temporal view. It observes changes in the urban environment occurred in the decade of 2000 and 2010, in which the city received the mega sports event called the 2007 Pan American Games and currently is preparing itself to host the 2016 Olympics. It is important to notice that the region of Jacarepaguá in Barra da Tijuca was the one that received the highest number of investments and infrastructure for the 2007 Pan American Games. A Pan American village and a Pan American city sports complex was built in the provided region with temporary adjustments in the sports complex, in Rio Centro, and in local mountain bike and BMX cycling competitions. Rio de Janeiro's confirmation to host the 2016 Games brought once again to the region of Jacarepaguá the opportunity to receive investments from public and private infrastructures. The hypothesis of the study is that the mega sports event had a great focus on 2007 Pan Am Games and continues to be a catalyst of urban change in the city with opportunities for new investments and real estate expansion, especially in the surroundings of the future 2016 Olympic Park. The method chosen for the observation of the area that housed the 2007 event and that is intended for the 2016 Games is the geoinformation, which is a technology that uses geospatial data. This process initially included an analysis of changes in the population in the Jacarepaguá area based on the 2000 and 2010 national census data taken from the National Geography and Statistics Institute, EBGE. This analysis focused on the use and occupation of land, and for this procedure were constructed synthetic views from Landsat 5 satellite images from 2000, 2004, 2007, and 2010, provided by the National Space Research Institute, INPE. Studies, maps, high-resolution images, and orthophotos provided by the municipality of Rio de Janeiro were also used. This routine data processing allows the creation of maps and the ability to verify evidence of urban change. It also verifies the land occupation usage trends by visualizing remote sensing images in high definition. According to Almeida, the use of remote sensing for the study of urban space indicates the potential of the new technologies available in studies of population intersenso inference, as well as the studies of urban life quality and socio-economic indicators. A region in the study was chosen by Rio de Janeiro's official department, which brings together the various urban neighborhoods in administrative regions, RA. The region is inserted in 3 RAs, Barra da Tijuca, Jacarepaguá and Cidade de Deus, that are consisted of 19 urban neighborhoods. A 10-kilometer in diameter area buffer was made, having the future Olympic Park as its main focus. Within the 3 administrative regions' boundaries and a buffered area, data analysis and construction of maps were made, gathering the georeferenced information mentioned above. The analysis indicated a trend of population growth in the region and was observed by the nominal increase in the population census and accompanied by the increase of the use and occupation of land, especially in areas with natural environments, exposed soil, and recovery. These results show data related to the municipality where houses and apartments are built in the region, accusing an increase in the researched region. However, the areas of implementation of mega sporting events in 2007 and 2016 and the constructions have occurred in locations previously used or adapted for temporary use. These evidences were also observed in high-resolution images and compared with the results of census, showing urban growth in the surroundings of the future Olympic Park. They feature a characteristic of use and occupation of land, singular case of mega sporting constructions. This latest evidence suggests that the Pan American Games Sports Complex, in which the future Olympic Park and Olympic Village are built, in the same location and in sites that were already previously used. In this study, we name it Brownfields Area. On the other hand, the areas of urban expansion during the decade took place in areas called greenfields, in undeveloped urban spaces that needed environmental restoration, in forests, in natural parks, and in estuaries. Greenfield areas are also recognized as areas where no infrastructure has been built previously. It was precisely in these areas that construction and housing boom increased, both for households and for trade and services. Based on the results, it was observed that the proposed constructions for the region for the 2016 Games can be inserted in the tradition of Pierre de Coubertin Olympic City, as reported by Da Costa. According to the father of modern Olympics Games, the venues for the Olympic sports competitions should be distributed in space to allow the interaction of competitors and management of sporting events that include avenues of access and distribution. The works of Greenfield's studied area are being shaped as an Olympic city. In this type of urban sports conformation, the Olympic Park and the Olympic Village will be integrated and will meet the conditions required by the International Olympic Committee related to sustainability issues of construction projects and facilities accessibility. However, in the surrounding region of the Olympic Park and Olympic Villages witnessed a rapid urbanization with rapid replacement of natural areas and single-family apartment complexes and subsequent speculation.
In your before last book, Rebel Cities, you describe the relation between capital and urbanization. How do mega events like the World Cup and the Olympic Games fit into this logic?
Always the case that mega events like this are great for construction interests. They're great for developers. It's a good excuse to clear out pieces of land that you've always been wanting to get before, but you didn't have an excuse to get it. So it's a really great time. Olympic Games have a long history of displacement of populations, excessive development of real estate, a tremendous kind of upsurge of capital spending, which is great for capital. So obviously there's great competition to get these events, not for the people, but for capital.
A rise in purchasing power during the 2000s was verified by analyzing the income of the population surrounding the future Olympic Park. It shows evidence of significant consequent real estate appreciation in local property. In analyzing the results, they also found a distinction regarding the confrontation with other studies of mega sports events. The focus of the study is directed to the changes surrounding the mega sports construction in a prior period to the Olympic Games. This means an analysis in the future construction scenarios prior to the event. There is only one unique feature of the occurrence of another mega sports event at the site during this time interval, this constituting a post hoc verification. Therefore, it is understood that the proposed temporal analysis for this study differs from almost all studies on the impacts of the Olympic Games, which are usually carried out or made after the occurrence of the mega event, in a post hoc research perspective. This finding was also highlighted recently by Da Costa to critically examine the methodologies of research on mega sporting events. It is noteworthy that the temporal analysis before, during and after the event was proposed by the IOC in 2003 and was called the Olympic Games Impact Study. It was aimed to measure the impact of the Olympic Games, whose themes were grouped in the economic, social, cultural, and environmental spheres. Since the creation of the OGI study in 2003, the IOC requests the national organizing committees that lead the study at 3 prospective times and was somehow not heavily discussed among researchers from mega Olympic events.